a Newsload exclusive.
I'm Jordan, this is Michael, and we're at the Highland. We're at the Highland Theatre on Warncliffe in Old South London, Ontario, and I gotta tell you, I grew up in this theater.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm an 80s dude.
Yep.
I was telling Brian, our producer here, when we rolled up that I would, in the 80s, I remember coming here on our BMX bikes.
Sure.
And there'd be big lineups down the street to see whatever was playing.
Yep.
And us shitty little snot-nosed kids were like, look what we could do. And we'd wipe out and, you know, entertain us. And then, of course, we'd go see the movies.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's all independent cinema, especially in Canada. The way that the business is, the industry is set up is basically for us to fail because there's one company that owns most of the market. So, so we're not really supposed to exist, which gives us, we've kind of backed into this sort of cool kid in the back. You know, we have to be more creative, smarter. What I can do is draw on my knowledge of film and cinema and my sort of finger on the pulse of what's going on specifically in London and try to like as a programmer, try to bring films here that are exciting, that people want to see.
Was bought by Moira and Ali in '04. They changed, or they called it the Highland Cinema. So
they brought it back.
Yeah, so that's, and then like we kind of mentioned it before, but they took over in 2004. It's been under the same ownership ever since. So
last
20 years.
That's something.
It is, yeah, absolutely. And for it to still exist and still running and still, you know, bringing people out.
The Highland Cinema theater goer. Can they be pigeonholed? Can you describe them? What's your average fan base here?
I mean, that's a great question, and it's a complicated question. And if every independent art house theater had the exact answer to that, it would be
we'd be rich.
It'd be a different world. 3 demographics. So you have our older demographic, loyal, that come to a certain kind of movie. You have our generation, like what I would say is like sort of 35 to 50, which is, you know, you get your retro stuff, but they also come to new stuff. It's kind of the best of both worlds there. And then you have the younger generation, which is just so ready and
you're hopeful.
Willing.
I see the hope in your eyes.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's so great.
I see it too when they want to know. It's like, oh.
And you know what? There's also they're starting to become filmmakers that are taking on that sort of punk rock attitude. People are coming for, I saw the TV Glow, of they're coming for Pulp Fiction, or they're coming for, okay, well, I know that audience, or I think I kind of know that audience. So what else would that audience want to see, right?
Perfect.
Oh, okay, well, let's make sure we have some trailers on that, and let's make sure we have our posters out there, and, you know, let's make sure we're, you know, if they're going to come to that, they might want to come to, I don't know, Heat next year for the anniversary, right? Like, you know,
don't tell me that was 20 years?
Oh, you wish it was 20 years, sir.
Oh my God.
It's 30 years, came out in 95. Yeah.
And if you just follow me up the stairs here, we'll go up to where the true magic happens.
Ooh, magic time.
Yeah. So this is our projection booth. We have which, like I said, is where the magic happens. So what you're looking at is 3 projectors. Our main digital Christie projector is the one here I'm standing in front of. So this is where most of the films are projected from.
Very cool.
We also have 2 35 millimeter projectors as well. They will outlive all of us. It's pretty complicated, and
I'm definitely not touching any buttons.
Don't. But you know, this is where the magic of the movie is projected onto the big screen. So
that's right.
You can go see that $1 billion movie, or
totally
the one that you never saw in the cinema.
That's right.
That maybe you grew up as a kid, like going back to what I said in the 80s. I remember I saw La Bamba here.
Sure. Yeah.
And Legend with Tom Cruise.
With Tom Cruise, yeah.
And I think it was a double feature. And I was just mesmerized and blown away by both of those.
Yeah.
But when am I going to see something like that in the theater again?
That's right. Well, and so that's part, I would say part of the demographic is bringing back to the big screen films that people haven't seen or before, or haven't been able to want to re-experience that.
I loved this.
Thanks, man. Well, it was great talking to you.
The Highland Cinema, I'm reinvigorated
Thanks, man.
From here in the 80s to now in the 20s, that sounds so futuristic.
It does, yeah.
I can't wait to come and check out some of the on-screen gems.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for asking us to do this, and it was my pleasure.
I appreciate it, sir.
Hey.
Wow, what a load.